In the last video, we have discussed about the elements of climate. So, uh, we have discussed about temperature, rainfall, and number three. First two, rainfall and temperature. Number three, humidity. Let's see what is humidity. It is defined as the amount of water vapor in air which causes dampness of air. So, see, on a cloudy day, you feel it is very damp in the air. Why? Because of too much of water vapor that is present in the atmosphere. Air has the ability to hold certain amount of water vapor. The capacity of air to hold water increases with a rise in temperature and falls if rainfall occurs. So when it is a sunny day with a bright sun, the capacity of the air can to hold water increases. Why? Because there is no water vapor already, that's all been evaporated and gone, so it can hold more water and this capacity comes down if the rainfall occurs. In the rainfall occurs, there's lots of water vapor in the atmosphere. The air will have less capacity to hold water. The humidity is measured by the instrument called hygrometer, which consists of two thermometers. The bulb of one thermometer is wet and dry. So this hygrometer, which is used for measuring the humidity, it has got two bulbs. One bulb of that thermometer. This hygrometer consists of two thermometers with two bulbs. So one bulb is all the time wet and the other is dry. Now next is wind speed. You are very familiar with all these terms. It is caused due to the difference in air pressure. What is the cause of wind speed? It is because of the difference in air pressure. During summer, the wind blows from Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal and causes rain in India during winter. So you have learned this in geography. So during summer, the wind blows from Indian Ocean and Bay of Bengal and causes rain in India. While during winter, it blows from the mountain of North India towards northern plain and causes cold weather. You know that during winter season, it becomes cold. Why? Because the wind blows from mountains of North India towards northern plain and causes cold weather. Now, the difference in time of sunrise and sunset. There's a difference in the time of sunrise during summer and winter. In summer, the sun rises earlier in the morning and the sun sets late in the evening during the month of June, while sun rises late and sets early in the month of December. So winters, you know that we have very short day. So in summers, the sun rises early in the morning and sets late in the evening. All these are during summer months, so you have longer days. While sun rises late and sets in the month early in the month of December, you have shorter days. Therefore, days are longer and nights shorter in summers. So, because of this timing for the sunrise and sunset, we have longer days and shorter nights in summer, while days are shorter and night is longer during winter. So we have since the sun sets early in the month of winter, month of December, you will have shorter days. Now, next one is climate. The sun's power on Earth, it keeps the planet warm enough for us to survive. So why do we survive in this planet? The other planets are very cold. Why? Because we are getting heat from the sun, and because of that, sun powers life. There is life in this planet Earth. It keeps the planet warm enough for us to survive. It also influences Earth's climate, the sun. The sun provides the primary source of energy driving Earth's climate system, but its variations have played very little role in climate changes. So, sun provides us sources of energy driving Earth's climate system. So, Earth's climate system is basically because of the power from the sun, which is the primary source of energy, and its variations have played a very little role in the climate change. The average pattern of the weather recorded over a long time, say 25 years, is known as the climate of the place. So over the 25 years, the weather of the of a particular place is being recorded, and then we know that during these months you have summer, then you have monsoon, then you have spring, you have autumn, you have winter. So that is how the climate of the place has been decided. If the temperature at a place is high, then the climate of that place is hot. That is very natural. If the temperature is high, you will find that the climate of that place is hot. And you know that places like in the southern part of India, they are all very hot places. Even northern India also, during summer it is very hot. Most of the days, if there is heavy rainfall in the same place, then the climate of the place is wet and hot. If it is summers, during hot during summers, even if it rains also, even though it becomes wet, it is still hot. Next one, the effect of sun in the changing of climate. So you have this, you have the north, did you see the globe here? The earth here, so you have the northern pole, equator. You have learned all this in geography, and then you have the south pole. Now towards the poles, north pole and south pole, the sun's rays hit in an oblique angle, in an angle. It is not falling directly and spread over a large area, diffusing their energy. So since it has been sun's rays are falling at a oblique angle, and it spreads over a large area. Here also over a large area, so the energy from the sun is been getting less. Now at and near the equator, these places in and around equator, sunlight hits earth directly. Now here the sunlight falls directly, delivering more heat and light at these spots. Near the equator it is very hot because sun's rays are falling directly on the earth. The angle at which sun strikes the earth varies by location, time, etc. due to the earth's orbit around the sun and its rotation around its tilted axis. So all this you have learned in geography. The angle at which the sunlight strikes the earth varies. This is been varied. Here we have learned it is in an oblique angle. So see the angle also it changes, varies by location, time, etc. due to the sun's orbit around the sun. In the evening, we get the sunlight comes in an angle, so it is much cooler even in these places due to the Earth's orbit around the sun and its rotation around its tilted axis. So Earth is rotating around the axis in the solar system. Because of that tilted axis, you are getting different angles, different sunrises in different angles. At and near the equator, low latitudes, the sun's rays hits the Earth's surface almost vertically. Almost all year causes hot climate. Here, the in and around the equator, where the with low at latitudes, the sun's rays are hitting vertically, not in the slanting. Here it is oblique angle. Here it is vertical, causing hot climate throughout the year. At the poles, high altitudes, the sunlight hardly reaches, causes cold climate. So the poles, it has got at the poles, because of high latitudes, the sunlight hardly reaches, causes cold climate. Places like Finland, it hardly gets sunlight. So those places are very cold. Now, the effect of sun in changing of weather. Sun is a huge sphere of hot gases at a very high temperature. We know that sun is a huge sphere of filled with hot gases at a very high temperature. Although the distance from the sun from Earth is quite large, since the heat and light energy emitted by the sun is so huge that it is a source of heat and light on Earth. So we are very far from the sun. So the heat and light energy that is being emitted by the sun is so huge that even though we are very far off, we are getting, Earth is getting the source of heat and light on Earth, which keeps the life on Earth on, or we can survive. Sun's energy absorbed and reflected by the Earth's surface, oceans and atmosphere plays an important role in determining the weather at a particular place. So how the sun's energy is absorbed and it falls on the earth and it gets reflected back in the atmosphere by the earth's surface. When the sun's rays hit on the earth's surface, some are being absorbed, some are being reflected back by the earth's surface. Oceans and atmosphere plays an important role in determining the weather of a particular place. We can say this is a hot place, or this is a cold place, or this season it is hot or cold, depending on the sun's rays that is falling on the earth, and the sun's rays have been absorbed and reflected by the earth's surface. Same way in oceans and atmosphere also, all these determine the weather of a particular. Now next one is factors affecting climate. Different factors that affect climate, such as altitude, latitude, geography and topography. This is also a part of your geography portions. So these are few factors that affect the climate of a place. Latitude, or altitude, geography and topography. Next is distance from the sea. Climate of a place varies according to the closeness of the sea. Sikkim is far off from the sea, above the sea level. So the places that are near the sea are moderate, not too hot, not too cold. Examples, Mumbai and Chennai. It is throughout the year it is hot, but compared to other hot places it is cooler. So since it is very near the sea, the wind from the sea blows towards the land and makes it cooler or moderate. Places that are away from the sea have extreme climate, having hot summer or cold winter. North India, especially Rajasthan and Delhi, all these places, they are far from the sea, so they have extreme climate. During summer, it is very hot, and during winter it is very cold. Next factor is altitude, or height above the sea level. So climate also varies according to the altitude. The higher the altitudes are, the higher altitudes are cooler. Like in Sikkim, it is above the sea level. Gangtok is 5,500 feet above the sea level. We are very near the Himalaya, so we have cooler climate here. Next one, humidity. It also determines the climate of a place. Kolkata, Kerala have high humidity, while Rajasthan and Haryana have low humidity. Why? Because Kerala and Kolkata are all bordering the ocean, so the sea. So these places have high humidity because the wind from the sea comes to the land with full of water vapor. So it has got high humidity, while Rajasthan and Haryana, it is away from the sea. So there is low humidity, there is less water vapor, and moreover Rajasthan is very near the desert. It is almost a desert. Next one, climates in India. Climates in India varies in different regions. The northern region of India has cold and moderately wet climate. Example, Kashmir. So it is cold as well as it has got wet climate. Plains has a moderately hot and wet climate. Example, Uttar Pradesh. It is hot as well as it is wet. South has very hot and wet climate. Example, Kerala. The western region has hot and dry climate, that is Rajasthan. Northeastern India has wet climate. Example, Assam, and receives rain for the major part of India. So the place Cherrapunji is also, which has the maximum highest rainfall, that also comes in Assam. So northeastern India, generally like in Sikkim, is also we we got more rain, so it has got wet climate and receives rain for the major part of the year.